Everybody knows what a live streamer is, but what you may not know is what the word streamer spells backwards. It spells run over dogs, and that is exactly what a Polish Twitch streamer did yesterday while live streaming. The streamer who committed this war crime goes by the name Sodnuke, and how this happened is that they were streaming while in their car, how a bunch of Twitch streamers do, and they went to look at their phone to read chat, which you're not supposed to do, completely against TOS, and they hit a dog. There is a clip of this. You can hear it yelping and everything. It is one of the most heartbreaking, gut-wrenching things I've ever seen. I am not going to play it because it is so hard to watch. All I'll show you is this image from moments after disaster while they still have their phone in hand. And at this point, you may be feeling bad for her, saying this was a complete freak accident. It could have happened to anybody, and it's so sad that it happened to her. Well, this is where we get some pretty interesting information, because according to some people who were Polish and were able to translate the stream, at the beginning of the clip she says, quote, "Jesus, how many dogs are there? Guess one is in heat." And then proceeds to look at her phone a couple seconds later, which not only is against TOS, it's against the law to look at your phone and drive. I'm sure it's the same in Poland, but she looks at her phone directly after saying she sees a bunch of dogs around and then hits a dog. Who would have thought? My cat wanted in. He's seen how this lady took out a dog, and dogs are his arch nemesis, and even he feels bad for what happened. Oh, look at him. Oh, look what you did, Polish streamer. You made Hodder sad. It is just baffling to me how dumb this lady is. It's like she was playing Minesweeper and her car was completely surrounded by bombs, but she decided she was gonna just look away, get distracted anyways, and then end up hitting one of them. It's so dumb. Naturally, after this happened, the internet has been up in arms against her, advocating for her to lose her license as well as be permanently banned from Twitch. Both, I think, are very amazing options, probably the two best options in this situation. Because if you're negligent enough to ignore obvious threats on the road, you don't deserve to be able to drive. And if you're getting distracted reading chat while you're driving, you deserve to be banned because it's against TOS. It deserves to be a permaban, not just a little suspension like she got. It seems like Twitch just hands out little slaps on the wrist whenever someone does something really bad, but someone could do something much less harmful and they'll get banned for way longer. Twitch's sense of justice just never adds up. You could calculate it up using any kind of formula, PIMDOS, whatever, and it will never make sense. Their methods are beyond my comprehension. There's no method to their madness. And there are some really dumb people making some really bad takes. A lot of them are on Twitter, saying stuff like, well, dogs shouldn't have been on the road. They should have known to not be on the road, and then she wouldn't have hit them. Well, one, dogs aren't very smart. We all know this. They happen to get on the road a lot. People hit dogs a lot accidentally. This, though, it could have been easily avoided. This wasn't just some freak accident. She seen the dogs, knew they were there, and proceeded to get distracted anyways. She is the one that is 100% in fault. I don't even know how you could try to place the blame on a dog. It's like, oh, dog, you just got hit and killed on the road. It's your fault. You're in the wrong. Bad boy. Also, I don't know if the dog died or not. I would say it probably did. The video is so... don't watch it. Really don't watch it. Honestly, don't watch it. But I would say it probably, unfortunately, did pass away. And go ahead and plug your ears and go blah, 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 blah if animals being in pain bothers you. Little trigger warning. But when you watch the video, the dog is yelping the entire time, and it sounds like it is in immense pain. So I would say most likely, unfortunately, the dog suffered and did end up probably passing away, which is horrible. It's a terrible ending to a terrible story. It's like reading a fairy tale and there's not a happily ever after at the end. It's just sad. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about this story real quick because it's just so terrible, and this lady definitely deserves to lose her license and be permanently banned, not just temporarily suspended. Twitch, if you're watching, I doubt you are. I just continue to fail to rationalize this situation. Like, how do you see a dog on the road and be like, oh, I should probably pay attention, but instead, I'm gonna look at my phone while I just blindly steer my 2-ton metal death box at a high rate of speed? It's just so dumb.